This video is brought to you by Black Dragon Miniatures. Go check out their website today at blackdragonminiatures.com for all your wargaming and hobby needs. What up guys, welcome to some amazing new content here on Bleeped Up Productions. I'm with my main man James Hall here from JH Miniatures. His channel is going to be linked in the description. You've probably seen this kind of stuff before, put out on YouTube and stuff like that. Gaslands, it's a fantastic game, but we're kind of doing a collab kind of thing because we really like this game, and I think the collaboration between our channels we want to do is like, you mainly do tutorials, which is incredible because it's helped me like with a load of stuff that I want to do, and I'm terrible at doing tutorials, but I love doing battle reports. So we're going to kind of do a cross kind of promotion of doing battle reports and tutorials, and then maybe further down the line projects, like come up with an idea and then just go like, let's do something, which will be dope. So this is our first attempt, shall we say, at Gaslands, just to show you guys how it works and all that stuff. But yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. You're going to see my my crew, aka the Italian YOBS, which by the time you've seen this, you would have already seen the little interview I did with James about the project and also other stuff he does and his commissions and stuff. But yeah, we've got the 3 minis pretty much from Italian Job because that's what I wanted to do. I'm not using the war rig because we're just going to keep it simple with a simple race for the first battle report. What are you going to be taking, sir? Because I'm kind of curious because you bought everything today.
Yeah, I brought pretty much the entire collection. There's some things that I couldn't bring. There's things still on the workbench, but I've got things like competition entries that I literally finished yesterday.
Wow.
On the table. So there's a lot of stuff to play with. Wasteland. It's gonna be good fun. But yeah, I think we're gonna have a good time. And I want to say thank you, Lee, for taking the time out of your schedule to put something like this together. It's I think it's going to be really good. I'm
looking forward to our collaborations. I think it's just going to not just promote a really fun game, but just the fact that sometimes when you come to like miniature gaming or anything like that, you feel like when you play a game, it's like, oh, I have to get this rule book, which is £30, and then I have to spend like X amount of money on models. With this, it's like £1 for a Hot Wheels, and then cardboard or whatever. Like you straight up Blue Peter this. If you're American, you probably don't understand that, but it's like DIY kind of make arts and crafts stuff.
You can trash bash this out of anything. You know, you look around your house. I think that's probably going to be a challenge one day. You know, like that Stone Cold Steve Austin show, like the Skull Breaker challenge. You know, can you make like a war rig or a car out of toothpicks and cardboard and paper clips and just anything? You know.
Absolutely.
So, all right, Wasteland. Let's get into it.
Let's get straight into this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first battle report here on Bleeped Up Productions, and we are talking about the crews that are going to be partaking in this first battle report. And we have, first up, the Italian YOBS. That is correct. These 3 minis will be taking on the Dead Men today, and to kick things off with the minis, we have the big badass red mini. That red mini is armed with a ram. It's also armed with a pistol and 5 Molotov cocktails. These boys are not playing around. We'll move straight into the next mini, and the next mini is the blue mini. Now the blue mini is going to have a little bit more armor to this car because it's armed with some armor plating. It's also got a pistol, and again it has got 5 Molotov cocktails. Again, a bit of a beast to deal with on this track. And then finally the white mini. Now the white mini is armed with a heavy machine gun and 5 Molotov cocktails. These boys are here to take heads and take names today in this battle report, but we're going to move straight into the next crew who they are challenging, and that is the Dead Man. That is right, the Dead Men are here, and they are veterans of the Gaslands universe, and they are taking on the rookies in the Italian
Yobs. Now, moving on, we're going to get straight into their crew, and we have the Impala, which is up first. And that is also armed with a heavy machine gun, and it's got some armored plating, so it's got a little bit more bite behind that beautiful, beautiful exterior of a car. And moving into the two unique but plain and simple crazy things of this whole crew, and that are the bikes. We've got 2 bikes in this crew, and basically as simple as you get. They put all the money into the Impala and only give the bikes pistols each. So biker A has a pistol and biker B has a pistol also. So they are the crews, and we're going to get straight into the overview of this track. And as you can see, we have 4 gates today, and we're going for a very simple outlay for our first battle report, and that is an oval. Very simple. We've got a lot of terrain on the board as well. We've got various rocks, we've got debris on the board, we've got wrecked cars, you name it. On this track we have some possibilities of some hilarious shenanigans. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into the starting lineup. Now, James won the roll-off, so James decides to put one of his bikers down first, followed by the white Mini, then the Impala, and then followed by the blue Mini. Now, as you can see, there's no room for that biker, so James has to take himself back a little bit and place that biker behind the other biker, and then the red Mini will park itself perfectly behind the Impala. And that is the starting line for this first battle report, guys. And without further ado, let's get straight into turn 1. Okay, turn 1, gear 1. James run the roll-off, so he has got pole position, and he will activate one of his bikers first, and he chooses to do a long maneuver.
There we go, loop the reel.
There we go.
That's fantastic.
So we've got 3 shifts.
Yep, I can gear up.
Yep.
Use the shift to counter out the gear up.
Yep.
And the free one I can just ignore. I don't need to worry about.
So the bike gears up to gear 2 and goes flat out straight over the starting line. Next to activate is the white Mini, and he selects a turn maneuver to the left.
So what we have is I get a free one because I'm in gear 1. So I'm in gear 1, so I get a free one. So I'm just going to roll 3 additionals. So I get 2 shifts and a hazard. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to spend this one to shift up, and then I'm going to spend that one to get rid of the hazard, so I'm going to be in gear 2. And then what I'll do is I'll just use that shift to get rid of that hazard, so I'll be in gear 2 without any problems.
So the Mini gears up to gear 2 and turns left and is off the starting line. James is going to activate his Impala next and selects the gentle maneuver, and he decides to go left.
Oof, right. That is tasty.
Yep.
So what are you going to do?
So I'll gear up.
Yep.
Use the shift to counter out the hazard from the gear up.
Yep.
And then with this spin, I'll counter that out with the shift.
So the Impala gears up to gear 2 with no problems and completes the gentle left turn and over the starting line also. Next to activate off the starting line is the blue Mini, and the Mini will do a hard left turn maneuver.
So we're going to go, because he's handling 4, I'm only going to be rolling 2 this time, I think, just because I get an additional shift. And I get a shift and a spin. So what I'm actually going to do with this, I'm going to cancel the shift with the spin, but I'm going to use the shift to gear up, but I will gain 1 hazard token for doing that.
With the blue Mini shifting up a gear and not dealing with the hazard, it becomes the first vehicle today to gain 1 hazard token. But with that being said, the Mini will complete the maneuver. The final vehicle to activate for James is the other bike, and James selects to pivot first because bikes can do this before selecting any maneuver. So James decides to pivot the bike to the right and chooses to do a long maneuver once more.
Alright, what we got? We got shift, and a spin. Spin's not so great because you could then face me that way, which I don't want. So I'm going to counter that out.
Yep.
I am going to go up to gear 2, but I'm going to take a hazard from it.
So just like the blue Mini, this biker will gain 1 hazard token for shifting up too quick, and the biker completes the maneuver. And the last vehicle to activate for the Italian YOBS is the red Mini, and he chooses to do a gentle left maneuver.
I'm just going to roll 2 dice and see what we get. We get a shift and a slide, so what we'll do is We'll counteract the shift with the slide, and then what we'll do is we'll use that shift to go up a gear, but because I haven't got it, I will gain a hazard for it.
So just like the two vehicles before him, this Mini gears up too quickly and gains 1 hazard token for its troubles. And the Mini will complete the gentle maneuver. And with all the vehicles now activated, we end turn 1 gear 1 and we move into turn 1 gear 2, and all cars are going to be activating because they're in gear 2. So we move into turn 1 gear 2, and James starts this turn by activating one of the bikes once more, and he will be doing a medium maneuver.
Actually, no,
that's not bad. That is exactly really what you wanted, yeah.
Okay, so I can gear up.
Yep.
Use that to counteract the hazards.
Yep.
And then with this slide I can counteract that, because that's what I don't want.
With that roll and all sorted, the biker moves into 3rd gear and completes his maneuver. Next to activate is the white Mini, and he'll do a medium maneuver also.
We're going to roll 3. Oh, I'll take that every day. So we'll cancel out that hazard with that.
Yep.
We'll shift up to gear 3 to gain a hazard, but we'll use that other shift to get rid of the hazard. So all it is the white Mini is going to be in 3rd gear. No problems whatsoever.
The Mini completes the maneuver without any problems. James will activate the Impala next and selects the veer maneuver, and the Impala will veer left to avoid those rocks.
So what we got? No, that's not a slide.
That's a spin.
And I don't want to really spin or get a hazard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give my car a hazard.
Yep.
So I can re-roll these 2 dice.
Okay, go for it.
Push the engine. There you go. So I don't want to spin, so I'm going to use the shift to counter that out.
Yep.
So that's gone. And gear up. Use the shift to get rid of the hazard.
So all you get is one. It's still on 1 hazard.
I'm just going to get the 1 hazard from
and you'll be
the
in
re-roll.
gear 3.
After the roll, the Impala will shift into gear 3, but will gain 1 hazard token because of that re-roll. And the Impala will do the maneuver, and...
Oh mate, that's going right into a rock.
That's going straight into a rock.
That's going straight into a rock.
There's no way I can fix that.
That's kind of unfortunate that that's going straight into a rock though. It was a cool maneuver, but it's going to a rock.
So, moving on to the next car, we have the blue Mini, and it will do a veer maneuver also.
So he's only got 1 hazard, so I'm going to roll 2. See if we can get into a higher gear. Ooh, that's kind of alright. So,
You can go up, but you're taking another hazard.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know what? Let's do it. So we'll use that shift to get rid of that hazard, but then we'll use this shift to go up to gear 3. But like we stated, I will gain another hazard.
The blue Mini does gain another hazard token, but completes the veer maneuver. Next to go for the dead man is the other biker, and James selects the hairpin maneuver to get that biker facing the right way on this track.
Ah, perfect.
So that's what I don't want. So nice. We're going to use that shift to counteract the slide.
Yep.
We are going to shift up to gear 3. But we're going to take a hazard.
So after that roll, the biker will gain 1 more hazard token, going to 2 hazards now, and the biker will complete his maneuver. Last to activate is the red Mini, and the car will choose to do a medium maneuver.
So let's see what we get. Shift and a thing. Okay, so what we'll do is, we'll use that shift to get rid of that hazard, and we'll use that shift to go up a gear to go to gear 3. But because I didn't get another shift, he'll gain another hazard.
So as I stated, the red Mini is now going to be on 2 hazard tokens, but he does still shift up a gear, and he also completes that maneuver. And with the last vehicle activated, we will be moving on to turn 1, gear 3, and the white Mini has the lead at the moment, but only by half a length of a car. So, turn 1, gear 3 is here, and first to activate this turn is the Impala, and James has some rocks to avoid. So, he has to choose a swerve maneuver, and will swerve left.
Famous last words.
Yeah. I'm going to have to push it. So
Okay, with that roll.
We're taking a hazard.
Okay.
So that we can re-roll
Reroll
all of these hazards.
I like it.
But I have to take the next result. Oh, man.
Okay.
Okay. Right, so... Because I don't want to... If I slide, I'm going into the rocks.
Yeah.
As you can
Immediately.
You don't want to slide.
So let's shift to get rid of the slide.
Yep.
Shift up to 4 and take 2 hazards.
Okay.
So after that roll, the Impala shifts up to gear 4, but will take 2 hazard tokens, taking the Impala to 3 hazard tokens. But on the upside, the car completes the maneuver and avoids those pesky rocks. Next to activate is the White Mini, and he chooses a veer maneuver, and he'll also veer right to pull alongside the Impala.
Yeah.
We're going to try 2 dice. Which is perfect. So we're going to shift up to 4th, and because you shift, you get a hazard. We'll use the other shift to get rid of that hazard.
And with a perfect roll, the Mini shifts up to gear 4 and completes the maneuver, and pulls alongside the Impala to take the lead once more in this race. The dead men activate next, and one of the bikers does a hard left maneuver.
And
We've
got the entire one of every result.
Okay, so what are you thinking?
Let's re-roll those 3 ones. Let's take a hazard.
Yep.
So we can re-roll those.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, it's unless I counter the slide out.
You got 2 hazards to count as well.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what, I'll stay in gear 3.
Okay.
I'll get rid of these slides.
Yep.
And I'll get rid of one of the hazards.
So you just gain a
So
hazard.
I'm just gaining the 1 hazard.
And after that roll and the re-roll, the biker gains 1 hazard token and completes the maneuver, getting back into the race. Next to activate is the Red Mini, and it will do a left turn maneuver.
Okay, not too bad. So what we'll do is, I think where he might end up is in a decent-ish position. So what we'll do is we'll cancel that hazard out with that shift, and I'll actually use that shift to cancel out 1 hazard off the Red Mini. So the Red Mini will now only be on 1 hazard. Alright, so this is where it gets a bit crazy now. Are you kidding me? That is a millimetre out again.
No, rule of carnage. That's
No, look, it's no, it isn't. That's not even touching. Look at it. There is a clear gap.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. The Mini is not ramming. The Mini just stopped short of it. Comment below. Should we have rammed on this turn?
Yes.
Comment below.
Yes, we should have.
Let us know. James says yes. I say no, because look, there is a gap. Look, there is daylight there.
With the viewer's decision out of the way, the last of the dead men activate, and that is that biker, and he'll do a long maneuver.
3 dice. Let's try and get rid of some of these hazards. Yeah.
Oh, what a perfect roll.
We're having a great time. So, Bike B on his sheet currently has 2 hazards.
Yep. So what we'll do is...
We're going to use 2 of them to get rid of those and forget the last one.
With a perfect roll, the biker clears all his hazard tokens and goes flat out, doing his maneuver, heading towards Gate 2. Last to activate is the Blue Mini, and this car will do a left turn to join the group fighting for first place in this race.
Try and clear up some of those hazards, which we will.
Yeah,
so using that result of 2 shifts, he's going to get rid of both the hazards.
And with that roll, the Blue Mini completes the maneuver, joining the group battling for first place. Now this will end turn 1, gear 3, and as you can see, everyone is closely compact, but not all the vehicles will activate this turn due to not shifting up to gear 4. So without further ado, let's get into turn 1, gear 4. So, moving into turn 1, gear 4, the Impala of the Dead Men will activate first, and James will choose to do a gentle maneuver to the right.
And I can get rid of 1.
Okay.
Because I don't want to spin.
Okay, so you're going to use that shift to get rid of that, and then 1 to clear up the hazards.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Because I've got 1 on my sheet, so I'll use a shift to get rid of that.
The Impala will complete the maneuver and is on 2 hazard tokens instead of 3. The white mini will activate next and will do a turn maneuver, hopefully going right.
Okay, that's not good. Right.
Hazard, spin, and shift.
Hazard, pit, spin, and shift.
This is the tough one now because you've got to decide: do you want to take another hazard to re-roll 2 of those dice?
Yeah, I'll do it because I think the white one's okay at the moment. So I'll take another hazard to re-roll these 2 dice. That's what we'll do. Okay, I'm all right with this.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll take away 2 hazards
and take one hazard.
So my white mini will just be on 1.
And the mini will complete the maneuver. And because he is in second place to the Impala and passing through gate 2, all the weapons have now been unlocked and able to use. So now the white mini will shoot at the driver with his pistol.
There you go.
That is a 4. So that is a point of hull damage on the Impala.
And we will wrap up turn 1, and the Impala is in the lead, as you can see, closely followed by the white mini and then the other minis in tow. And so, with that being said, we are going to get straight back into this race and into turn 2, gear 1. So guys, before we get into turn 2, gear 1, we have a rules clarification for you. Now, with Gaslands, every turn, you pass the pole position marker from player to player at the beginning of a new round. Now, unfortunately, with this being our first battle report, we forgot to do this. But we will remember for our next battle reports in the future, because as we say on this channel, that's right, we make mistakes, so you don't have to. So, with that being said, we're going to get straight into this naughty turn, and it's the dead men going first, and the Impala will activate first and do a turn maneuver to the right.
Especially seeing as you're filling me with lead. What have I got? Ooh, okay.
Actually, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I can get rid of that. I'm in gear 4, so I'm going to be able to activate for the next few turns anyway.
Yeah.
So I can get rid of that and get rid of a hazard.
Okay, so you're gonna be now left on 1 hazard, yeah?
And with that dice roll down, the Impala completes the turn. The white mini activates next and will follow the Impala, also doing a turn maneuver to the right.
Gonna keep rolling the 3. That's not that great. So, fortunately,
Spin, shift, and a slide. How do you want to do it?
another hazard to re-roll those 2, I think. Then that's the only smartish way. Boom.
It's a shift, it's alright. Slide will take you further away from me. You can still shoot
I can still
either
shoot.
way you look.
Yeah. You know what? I'll actually take away both those hazards, and I'll take the slide, because I think the slide will be fine. It might mark me up a little bit better for the turn 3.
Yep.
So after that dice roll, the mini slides to the left, but still being able to activate, he targets the Impala with his heavy machine gun.
4s or more.
Okay, so we have a 1, 2, and a 5, so I do 1 whole point damage with my machine gun.
Next to activate is one of the bikers of the dead man, and he will do a long straight maneuver to go through gate 2.
Let's go all 5. Let's do this.
Wow.
I'm actually going to have to take a hazard because I want to slide.
You really want to slide?
I really want to slide.
Okay.
So, I'll keep 2 in case I need them.
Okay.
It's not necessarily like the pose, it's just
There you go.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So we had our 2 shifts from before.
Yep.
Which is cool. Got a shift and 2 hazards to play with. So
Okay.
we're keeping the slide.
Yeah,
That's
keeping
what I
the
want.
slide because that's what you want.
Let's get rid of these hazards.
Yep.
And let's. Actually, I've got that 3rd hazard. That's,
Yeah.
Because I've got one already on my sheet.
So you're gonna, with that roll, clear all your hazards and do the slide,
and do a slide, which will give me a hazard. So
which give you your hazard, but
at least I'm not.
at least
getting
it'll look
new
boss-like. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And with that roll, the biker slides through gate 2 and targets the white mini with the biker's pistol.
Oh, he kind of fumbles his shot.
And with that maneuver done, we go straight into the next activation, which is the blue mini. And he will do a medium straight maneuver.
Awesome. That actually works out really, really well. So what we'll do is we'll shift up to go gear 4.
Yep.
We'll then get rid of that hazard with that one. And then we'll get rid of that hazard with a hazard. So all he's going to do is go up to gear 4, the blue mini.
And with the blue Mini being able to shift up another gear, he also completes that maneuver. The last dead man activates, and it's the biker, and he will do a gentle right maneuver.
It's like Ash Wasteland.
Really wants to slide.
He does like it, doesn't he?
Oh man. Let's push it so I can re-roll those slides and that's
Nice, I like
Let's
it.
get rid of them. Yeah, that's
Holy cow!
That's 100 times better. Look at that.
Okay, so what are we going to do?
We can first of all get rid of that hazard.
Yep.
I'm in gear 3, do I want to be in gear 4? Well, yes, I want to go up to gear 4.
Yep.
So it's a harder job for you to chase after
Yep.
me. So we could use that to get rid of that.
That,
hazard.
and then you got 2 shifts. Has he got any things on
I've got
him?
no hazards on him.
So you just
I
got.
don't wanna waste them.
So you just got like 2. Go up another gear.
5. No.
No, that's kind of
Alright,
crazy, ain't it?
So we're gonna ignore those 2 and
Okay.
just have the gear up and counter that.
And after that roll, the biker gears up and completes his maneuver and is in front of the red Mini. The last Mini to activate is the red Mini, and he'll be doing a medium straight and trying to ram the dead man biker off the course. Oh, that's even funnier.
Slide into me.
Slide into you could be really tasty. You know what?
But the thing is, once you collide, your travel stops. It's not like the monster truck that will go over things.
Oh, right, okay.
So sliding's not.
We will spend a hazard then just to re-roll those 3. Let's keep that.
Get more shifts. That's what we want.
Okay, another shift and a hazard and a slide. Okay, so this isn't that great. So what we're going to do is we've got a shift to get rid of this hazard, a shift to get rid of that, but I am sliding.
But you do want to slide.
But I am going to slide, yeah, I'm going to have to, I think. No, actually, you know what? We'll cancel out the slide with that.
Because then you
Yeah,
take
and I'll
one
just get hazard. So I get 1 hazard on the red Cooper, so now he'll be at 2. I think, well, wait a minute. From where I am, I think it's a side hit. Because if you think, when you travel, I'm going to hit the side. Yeah, I think I'm going to hit back side. That's honestly what it is.
Write in the comments below, is it the front or is it the side?
You know what? I'm going to say side.
Yeah, let's say side.
I'm going to say side because my momentum is I'm going to, if I hit you there, I'm just going to, it's going to come with you, ain't it? So it's going to be on the side. All right, we'll go with side. So do I complete my maneuver into you?
You do. Yeah? You move as far as you can until you touch the, in this case,
chugga, 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 chugga.
Splat.
Splat.
There you go. All right.
Cool, cool.
Buggies.
There's a crit.
Oh,
A 6 and a 4.
4. That's only 3 damage.
Only
that's
3.
That's not full damage.
So it's not 4, but he's on his last legs. The biker also takes 2 hazard tokens, and so does the red Mini. After this collision,
It's just like. But he's not dead. He's just.
so he just basically goes sideways on.
Yeah. So. In this case, let's put a short and let's just say that you move my guy because it'd be the force of it.
So be short, and he'll just keep going sideways. So I just sent him flying.
Just smash into him.
Nice.
There
I
you
like it. Holy cow. Okay, moving into turn 2, gear 2. The dead man will go first, and the Impala will do a veer maneuver to the left.
Oh, well, I can get rid of both, which is cool. So yeah, let's just do that.
You're going to keep those results, so
Not going to gear up, just going to...
yeah, just stay exactly where you are. And after the dice roll, the Impala completes the maneuver to increase his lead in this race. The Italian YOBS see blood, and the red Mini will activate next and do a gentle maneuver to the right to try and finish off that biker. But the biker will try and evade this ram attack this time.
So you've got to get 4s, I've got to get 6s.
I've got 1.
Oh,
Hello.
Dodge that.
That is an amazing dodge right there. And with that dice roll, the biker completely moves out of the way of the Mini. Next to go is the other biker of the dead man, and he'll do a turn maneuver to the right.
Ooh.
Okay, let's move them all into the middle. Let's go.
That ain't so good.
Oh, that's a mixed bag, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's push the engine, take a hazard,
Just go for a hazard.
reroll those 3.
Uh-oh.
Come on. No.
Okay, that...
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this guy's going to slide in front of him.
It's not looking well.
No, I'm not going to be able to gear up, and I am going to take a hazard, so I'm going to block those using the shift.
So the biker takes 1 hazard, taking him back up to 1, and he'll also complete this maneuver. The blue mini of the Italian YOBS activates next, and he'll do a right turn maneuver.
Oh, we'll on screen see what we get. Perfect-ish. So we'll cancel that and cancel that. We're good.
And after that roll, the mini completes the maneuver, passing through gate 2 and unlocking his weapons, and he will target the biker with a Molotov cocktail and with the driver's pistol.
Oh,
I'm
the
on fire.
Molotov makes
I'm
you on
on
fire. And then we'll see if the pistol does anything. Nah,
No,
the pistol
pistol doesn't
misses,
do anything.
but he is on fire.
The last dead man to activate is the damaged biker, and he wants to do damage to the Italian YOBS. And you know what? He'll do a long maneuver into the back of the blue mini.
Oops, sorry, that was a hazard.
It's alright.
So we got 3 shifts, spin, and a hazard.
Okay.
Ah, man, do I want to? No, because we'll.
Go sideways into it.
Yeah, we'll clash anyway.
Yeah.
So that would be 2 hazards. Shift up for which would be a 3rd, putting me on 5. So we're gonna count that.
Holy cow, you're going to
Or
be
do we actually go up to gear 6?
Holy cow.
And then wipe out at the end of it. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
We're going to go straight 6.
Gear up.
Yeah.
Counter the hazard from that gear.
Yeah.
Gear up again.
Holy
Take
cow.
4 hazards.
Take 4 hazards, and you're in gear 6.
So the biker completes his maneuver, smashing into the mini.
Oh, 1 point.
So we
of
take. I'll
damage.
take 1.
Do you want to ram back, or what would you like to? Do you like to try to evade?
I'll try and evade. Oh, with 2 6s.
Oh.
With 2 6s, the blue gets out of the way.
So after this impact, he lives. So the biker now has 6 hazard tokens on him, which will cause him to wipe out.
Yeah, that's
4,
fine.
you're fine.
That's fine.
So he
That's it.
keeps his handle.
So all the hazard tokens are removed. Now, with that being said, the biker is now set back to gear 1, and due to wiping out, I can place the biker facing any direction, which I will, facing back to gate 2. Last to activate for the Italian YOBS is the white mini, and he'll do a right turn maneuver, trying to hit the flaming biker.
Actually.
And if you slide, you'd be sliding away.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I need to spend another hazard just to re-roll these 2. So this isn't good so far. So let's see. Oh! What's the spin?
You turn on, once you finally go to that location, you do turn up to 90 degrees either way.
Okay, so I will cancel the spin and I'll just have
just
to
want to slide
I'll
out
have
of
to
the way.
take the slide. So actually, oh no,
If you take the
I've got
spin,
it.
you'd be able to do the charge regardless.
I know, but I don't want to face. I want to be facing the right way. So what I'll do,
Right.
because I've got a hazard, haven't I? So I'll cancel out the spins and take 2 hazards, and it'll be with a slide. So 3 hazards on the white mini.
Yeah.
So the white mini moves from 0 tokens to 3 hazard tokens and slides sideways away from the biker, completing his maneuver. He'll then shoot his heavy machine gun at the Impala and throw a Molotov at the already on fire biker.
Let's see what we can do to that Impala that's at the top. Ooh, we take 2 more hulls.
hits.
2 more
Okay.
hits on the Impala. And then the Molotov on the biker. Oh boy!
But
That's a 6!
1 life.
And with the YOBS trying to kill all the dead men, we end turn 2, gear 2. And as you can see, it is a very close race, with the dead men in 1st and 2nd, and the Italian YOBS in a close 3rd and 4th. Okay, turn 2, gear 3, and first to activate of the dead man is the Impala, and he will do a medium maneuver, continuing to pull away from the other cars.
So let's see if I can't get some of these hazards off. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right, so we're going to get rid of that spin.
Yeah.
We're going to stay in gear 4 because there's no...
Okay, we're going to
down.
stay in.
We're going to get rid of a hazard. And there you go.
The Impala completes the maneuver, and as you can see, he is pulling away from the pack. Next to activate is the Blue Mini, and he'll try and finish off the flaming biker with a medium maneuver.
And then annihilate him.
Oh, balls.
1 dice.
Okay, so 1 dice, that cancels that out, so it's nothing.
The Mini completes the maneuver and will hit the biker.
1 hit.
1 hit. Now I need at least
6.
1 6 to not die.
Oh,
Which I get. There
he gets
you go.
the 6. Can the YOBS claim victory? Can they get 1 shot with a pistol? No!
Oh.
Is it worth setting off? You know what? Because it's Gaslands, it's our first video, we're going to go for a Molotov.
Go on.
We're going to Molotov him. Yes!
Oh.
So the Molotov gets him.
No.
So the Molotov, he's down to 2, but this is quite funny. He might explode.
He might explode indeed.
That could be quite interesting if he explodes. Okay, the Mini has killed the biker. Will it explode?
Will the gas tank go off? Oh, no.
It doesn't.
So the flaming biker dies very, very dramatically. Next to activate is the White Mini, who will do a right swerve maneuver.
Okay, that's not good. So, you know what? Screw it. Let's take a hazard and re-roll. Come on, man. You only live once. You only live once. Oh, same result.
That's a bad miss.
That is not great. So overall, I'm taking
It's a lot. So it's
hazard.
5 hazards.
So 5 hazards.
The White Mini now has 8 hazards and also slides into a small building to add to the terrible driving that's going on.
All right, here's the 6.
Come on. Ooh,
Oh, how many?
two hits.
I'll take 2. So 2
2
hull.
points of damage.
So he takes 2.
We now move on to the wipeout phase. Can the Mini hold it together with his handling roll?
Oh,
That is a
not
5.
good.
So what happens now?
You're taking points of damage, which I believe is 2.
I rolled a 5. My handling is only 4. This could be bad.
If the check is failed, suffer 2 hits.
Oh!
Well, unfortunately he can't, so the Mini takes 2 more hull damage, and due to losing control of the Mini, it also spins out of control, and it continues past the building, but James chooses to be a kind opponent and faces the Mini towards Gate 3, keeping this race interesting. The Italian YOBS final Mini activates, and the red Mini will perform a right turn maneuver.
Okay. That cancels that out. We'll just leave it at that. I wanted to get some shifts to get rid of the hazards. But he stays at 2 hazards, and he'll just move. He'll just keep it simple.
The red Mini completes the maneuver, and he still hasn't passed Gate 2 to activate his weapons. And this will end Turn 2, Gear 3. And with that being said, let's get straight into Turn 2, Gear 4. Turn 2, Gear 4. We start with the Dead Man's Impala, and the car will do a right turn maneuver.
Oh,
that's not good.
oh, what kind of trade-off is that? I could take a hazard to re-roll, but I'd still be... Oh. Yeah, go on then.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
re-roll those 2, come on. Give me
I
some
like
more
it.
shifts. No, that's not so good.
So
That's not so
a
good.
slide.
Because if I slide, I run the risk of going into that. Like,
Oh,
ammo
yes, you
dump.
do.
No, I'll get rid of that slide, get rid of 1 hazard, and then take 1.
And with that being the roll, the Impala will be taking 1 hazard token as it turns right, and it passes through Gate 3. Next to activate is the Blue Mini, and he'll do a straight medium maneuver. But as you can tell, he is blocked by the White Mini, so it will only go forward as far as it can.
Spin. Wow, that's poo. So we'll just cancel that out. Because I'm trying to get rid of all these hazards, but he stayed
know,
on
but
4 for ages.
You could have rolled like 4 dice and you rolled 1.
After this roll, the Blue Mini completes his maneuver and is ending bumper to bumper with the White Mini. And this will take us to the end of Turn 2. And as you can see, the Impala is pulling away in first, followed by the white and blue minis of the Italian YOBS. So without further ado, let's get into Turn 3, Gear 1. Now, before we get into turn 3, gear 1, guys, we have a rules clarification. This is the part of the battle report where James and myself looked into the pole position ruling and realised that we needed to pass it. And basically, we did. So the Italian YOBS will be going first this round. So, with that being said, let's get straight into this turn. And first to activate is the white mini. And this mini will do a gentle right manoeuvre.
Okay, I can live with that. So, right, this is how we'll do the dice. We'll shift to go up a gear, which will give me a hazard. I'll cancel that hazard with that one. I'll cancel that slide with that one. And I'll just take one hazard.
So the white mini shifts up, but he might have a concussion. And while shifting, he obviously gained one hazard token. The mini then completes the maneuver and targets the Impala with his heavy machine gun.
Oh, just one more hit.
Another hit.
The next vehicle to activate is the Deadman's last remaining biker, and he'll pivot to begin this turn because bikers can only do this in gear 1. And so James then selects the long straight maneuver.
Let's just push
Let's
the...
put a hazard to re-roll the
push
dice.
the motor and just re-roll all that. Oh, it's even
Oh,
worse.
that could even be bad. So what? It's like it's 4 hazards. Now, does a single spin just mean you spin? So it's like it doesn't stack. Okay.
So this biker is having flashbacks of being rammed by that red mini, and he receives 4 hazard tokens as he completes this long maneuver. But he then spins out at the end of it, and I place him facing the rocks, but he can still avoid it with multiple maneuvers. So, as the biker spins, he targets the blue mini with his pistol.
This is where he becomes like a boss.
Throw your rifle at it.
Hey, there's one.
And yeah, does 1 damage like an absolute boss. Next to activate is the red mini, and he'll do a hard right maneuver.
Oh, you know what? I'll take that. And I'll just cancel them. So the red mini's still got 2 hazards on him, but he can't. That roll cancels each other out.
And after this roll, the red mini completes that maneuver, passing through gate 2 and activating his weapons. The race leader activates next, and the Impala does a veer maneuver to the right. But as you can see, he is trying to avoid that wrecked car.
So we've got 1 hazardous from the manoeuvre.
From the manoeuvre, yeah.
So 3 dice. Come on. Ooh, no.
Wow, that's going to have to be another spend, yeah.
Don't want to spin. Come on. Yeah,
there you go. That's perfect.
Counter that out, and fix up my car a bit.
So the Impala clears the hazard tokens and completes the maneuver. And as you can see, just missing that wrecked car. Last to activate is the blue mini, and the mini wants to do a medium straight maneuver.
Ooh, that is poop. That is really bad. We're going to spend a hazard just to re-roll. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just 2, I think. 2 would be safe. Yes! There we go.
Because then they can counter out the hazard.
Counter out that hazard, and then that one can...
Fix up a bit.
Cancel out, yeah, so I'm going to cancel out another hazard, so the blue is now going to be on 3 hazards.
And with all the hazard tokens coming off the blue mini, the car will complete its maneuver. So, moving into turn 3, gear 2, it is here, and to activate first is the white mini, and it will do a straight medium maneuver.
So we'll do 2. You know what? We'll keep that. So what we're going to do is that's going to cancel out. That shift is going to cancel out the other one on the white. Actually, no. He's going to shift up.
Go up to 3rd gear.
Go up to 3rd gear, and he will take a hazard. He will take a hazard.
The Mini will complete its maneuver and target the Impala once more with a Molotov cocktail and its heavy machine gun.
So, machine gun. Ooh, 2 mortal.
That's a crit, so that's 2
more
damage there.
Okay, so we do that, and then
the Molotov.
Molotov.
And with that being said, it does 2 more damage to the Impala. Next to activate is the Impala of the Deadman, and it will do a gentle right maneuver.
That's
shift
perfect.
Shifts, yeah, so
Nice.
gear up, go faster, and that one can just look nice.
Cool, cool.
So the Impala shifts up a gear and completes the maneuver, missing the wrecked car. The Red Mini now can see the Impala through the rocks and decides to do a medium straight maneuver. Okay, that's not that great. So I'll spend a hazard to just re-roll those two.
Yep.
Okay, that's not too bad. So what we'll do is, it is 3, isn't it? So I've still got another turn. So what I'm going to do is spend a shift to get rid of that hazard, a shift for that spin, and then a shift to get rid of a hazard off the Red Mini. So he's only going to be on 1 hazard. The Mini completes the maneuver and will target the remaining biker with its pistol.
Does he do a drive-by? Yeah!
So the other biker bites the bullet, and as you can see, let's see if this bike explodes. No, the bike does not explode, and it dies dramatically. Now last to activate is the Blue Mini, and it will do a turn maneuver to the right.
Ooh, that is poop. So, balls.
Just re-roll those.
Okay,
so-
right, holy cow, this could be
Yeah.
really bad.
It's a check either way you look at it.
I'm going to cancel the spin,
Yeah,
and I'll have to take 3.
yeah.
This will cause the Mini to wipe out, so the Blue Mini completes the maneuver. So the Mini can't handle the wipeout and loses control, going into a medium straight and spinning out at the end. And James places him facing the white Mini, and because he wiped out, he is now back to gear 1. And this will end turn 3, gear 2. So, turn 3, gear 3. First to activate in turn 3, gear 3 is the white Mini, and it will do a turn maneuver to the right.
Ooh, you got 2 shifts though, that's alright.
You know what then? Cancel that. Shift to go up and take 1 hazard.
So, the white Mini will gear up to gear 4 and will take 1 hazard token doing this. The Mini will complete the maneuver and then target the Impala once more with a Molotov cocktail and a heavy machine gun.
Most damage.
2 again.
Ooh, a crit.
2 again. 2 again.
6 is a crit.
Yeah, it's in focus. We're good.
All
So
right.
2 and then
The Colts one as well.
here we go. Here we go. No.
No.
So the Impala takes 2 more damage, putting the car on 3 hull points. The Impala activates next and will do a long, straight maneuver due to it being in gear 5.
Ooh, so
Spin actually? No,
counter
it's a
and
slidey
then
one, isn't it? No, slide actually helps
It
you.
would, but it would put me dangerously close to hitting that tower.
Oh crap,
So
yeah.
I'm going to counter out the slide and shift down, but take a hazard.
So the Impala will gear down this turn, but will take a hazard in doing so, and will complete the maneuver, going through gate 4. Next to activate is the Red Mini, and it will do a turn maneuver to the right.
Oh, a slide might not help me at all. So we'll take a shift, and then I'll take a hazard just to re-roll 2 of them, because I think a slide will take me into those things. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, so I think, you know what?
Keep the spin,
Yeah,
because then you
get rid of
at
that.
least there's no risk of you running into that rock.
True, so I'm going to take a hazard, so the Red Mini's going to have 2 hazards on him, but we're going to do the spin.
So the Red Mini will complete the maneuver and will spin out afterwards. And James moves the car to possibly get the Red Mini to clip some rocks, but hopefully the Red Mini can maneuver out of that. And with that being said, this brings the end of turn 3, gear 3. So, turn 3, gear 4 is here, and first to activate is the white Mini, and the car will do a medium straight maneuver.
That is not that great.
Not so great.
So if I take the shift, I have to just take... You know what, I'll risk it. So I'm going to go shift to get rid of the slide, and I'll only take one hazard.
So the Mini will take 1 more hazard, going to 4 hazards in total, and will complete the maneuver. and again will target the Impala, but this time just with the heavy machine gun.
Oh, it's all misses!
All misses.
They all miss!
And last to activate this turn is the Impala, and it will do a gentle right maneuver. And James doesn't roll any dice, so the Impala completes the maneuver. And that will take us to the end of turn 3 of this battle report. And as you can see, the Impala is flying ahead right now. Turn 4, Gear 1. Now here it is. The dead man's Impala will activate first and will do a right turn maneuver, heading towards the finishing line.
I do want to roll 3.
2 with a slide.
Got to go up though. Yeah, we're going to go up a gear,
Yep.
counteract the slide, and take 2 hazards because it's 1 from the maneuver.
Yeah, and then one from that.
And with that roll and all that said, the Impala will complete that maneuver. Next to activate is the White Mini, and he'll choose to do a gentle maneuver to the right. And he chooses not to roll any dice, so he will complete the maneuver. And as you can see, the Mini will target the Impala with its heavy machine gun because it can see the bonnet and the boot of this car.
No. Oh, the YOBS miss!
Next to activate is the Red Mini, and he'll do a veer right maneuver. But as you can see, he is going to be clipping some rocks with this maneuver. So we move the Mini up into contact with the rocks, and he will take 2 points of hull damage for this.
So will a rock kill the Mini?
Will a rock blow up the beast?
Will a rock be the most valuable member of my team? The answer is yes.
2, 4,
crits would
6,
be
yeah.
4, yeah.
6, so he blows up on this rock. That is absolutely hilarious. That Mini, like if you look at it from this angle, he's only just chipped it.
So with that MVP roll, the rock blows up the Mini. Well, let's just say it wrecks the Mini first, and it also slides forward a medium maneuver template. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting, guys, because we have another rule to tell you about. So, as you can see, hilarious explosions. Now, when a vehicle explodes, you need to roll a 6, I believe, on the dice roll. Now, if your vehicle carries explosives that aren't used, it adds a +1 to the dice roll. So, I have 5 Molotov cocktails on that Red Mini. So this explosive roll is getting a 5+ before it even gets a single die rolled. So I believe this Red Mini is going to be blowing up.
Go for it, sir.
But it's like, yeah, just...
What did we get? We got a 6, so focus. 6 + 5 is 11.
I think it's just going
That thing goes as well.
The last car to activate this turn is the Blue Mini, and it will do a gentle maneuver to the left. And I choose not to roll any dice, and this will end turn 4, Gear 1. Moving into turn 4, Gear 2, the dead man's Impala has his eyes set on the finishing line. Now all he needs to do is get a slide template, and he will cross the finishing line.
3 dice.
3 dice.
That's a slide.
There's
That's
a slide.
what I need. So I'd get a hazard.
And he,
Done.
goes on. The Impala
There he is, just power slide.
power slides over the finish line, and the dead men come away with it.
Hey, there you go. That's that.
I love, they did live up to their name,
Yeah.
because 2 of them are dead,
2 of them are very
and he's
dead.
almost dead.
And so the dead men take the first battle report. The Impala slides dramatically over the finishing line with only 2 hull points remaining, and both of its teammates, or should we say bikers, dead on the track. The dead men, living up to their name, take the W. Now, guys, this was a collaboration with my good friend James from JH Miniatures. As you can see on the screen right now, go check out his channel. He does a lot of Gaslands stuff, whether it be tutorials or telling you how to do challenges on a budget. Man, his content is fantastic. Go check it out. Go subscribe, leave likes on his videos. That'll be much appreciated. If you enjoyed this battle report, please leave a like. A like is much appreciated. It explodes the viewership of this video, and obviously we want this video to go out there into the masses because we want to show people how great Gaslands is as a game. Also, if you've enjoyed this content, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I do more battle reports. I do miniature, board, and video game related content on this channel. And on the screen right now is going to be the interview I did with James, where you can go check out what projects he's done and what he's working on. And also, by now, if it's live, the next battle report that we're doing for Gasland. But if it's live there now, go and watch it if you enjoyed this battle report. But without further ado, take care, have a good one, guys, and we'll see you more in the future for more Gaslands content here on Bleeped Up Productions.